Well, with 3 winners at Newcastle on Friday night, followed by another 3 at Club Menangle tonight, the Belinda and Luke McCarthy team are just starting to find their groove. Luke will head to Club Menangle on Tuesday afternoon with 7 drives on the Big 10 event program. I caught up with Luke to discuss their prospects. Well, great to catch up with you. First of all, Kingmaker and Ferry Tinkerbell tonight successful. You've always had a rap on Kingmaker and it looks like he's just starting to hit his spot.
Yeah, look, when he first come across Mikey, I think he won 6 or 7 in a row and we were really high on him, and he blew a bad quarter crack, and took a long time to get him right, and then he had a heart fibrillation. He just had a heap of little setbacks, but he's right back on track now, and his last 2 runs here have been really good.
Ferry Tinkerbell found her race tonight.
Yeah, she looked so well graded in that race, and she was definitely unlucky in the Wagga Cup last week. She contacted a wheel and made a break up the back and still went phenomenal. So as long as that run didn't take any harm on her, we just was hoping it didn't flatten her. But, she was still very sharp tonight.
Brave in defeat once again, Spirit of St. Louis in the Nullarbor. What a race.
Yeah, and what a great little horse. He's come across from New Zealand. I think he's earned $1 million for us now. And, he's just a sound, great little racehorse. And you hope he continue to do this for the next 2, 3, 4 seasons. And, we're disappointed with him the first up run over there, but we think he just got a bit fat and done too well. And, Jack done a great job with him this week. He tightened up really good and come out and run a great race.
Hats off to Jason Grimson and Cam Hart. A wonderful display with Better Zip It.
Yeah, they're very hard to beat, them boys. And, Cam drove a great race and, sort of made his move. Magnificent Storm. Probably, if I was driving him, I would have been kicking up and bullying my way to the front, and it changes the race. But when he didn't have a crack, it just made it a completely different race, and it just proved the 2 Sydney horses. I know the Perth guys were sort of potting them, but it just showed they stood up and now first and second.
A couple of your major players, Luke, as far as the stable is concerned, Bondi Lockdown, Expensive Ego, close to being back in action? Yeah,
they're ready to go. They had a nice little break after Miracle Mile, and they'll both resume in the next fortnight, and really happy with the way they've both come up.
Luke, you've always had a wonderful association with Michael Doltoff and the Sherry family under the Sloy's Company banner on Tuesday in the second Rock and Roll Sloy. 3 mixed trials?
Yeah, lightly, very bit inexperienced, but Michael's got a good opinion of his babies this year, and it's nice to be able to get back on them. And
Slower Tar Shoy's drawn nicely in race 3, beautifully drawn in gate 1.
Yeah, that'd be the new leading sire, My General Lee. It goes really good. So, Mick's always had a good rap on this filly, and she came out, won the Consolation of Bathurst and trialled nice at Penrith since, so I'm sure she'll run well.
Over to race 4, the Trotter, and this is a big day as far as Australian pacing gold bullion. Moonwalker from the Damien Byrne stable, first up for your team and trialled nicely.
Yeah, he trialled quite good, and Damien's always had a good opinion of him, and we're happy with the way he trialled, so I'm sure he'll take benefit from that and run a good race.
Over to race 6 for the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings, Lochinvar Brute for owner Kevin Gordon, of course, Lochinvar Art, Fame and Dashing.
Yes, Dashing trialled really good against Soho Spectre and one of Nick Doldoff's other good ones, and he'll go good, Dashing, but Lochinvar Brute's still just a bit experienced at this stage. I think he needs a bit more practice.
Over to race 7 also for the 2-year-old Colts, El Franco D.
Yeah, I like the way he trialled, keeps improving all the time. Don't know, he hasn't had the race experience yet, so I'm sure there's others there that are probably a bit more forward than him, but I do think he's got ability moving forward.
Chicago Bart's also in the race, will be driven by Jack Callaghan, 4 trials, and has been showing talent.
Yeah, not too bad. He's not there yet either, so, look, the boys are there and, they're eligible for the race, but I don't think any of our 3 particularly are ready to be winning an APG.
I think you were looking forward to the next 2 drives, Luke, in race 8, number 5, Rocker Coco. Certainly wasn't disgraced in the heat of the New South Wales Derby.
Yeah, look, I really like this horse. The New South Wales Derby, it all come up a little bit quick for us, and he was good in the Simpson, and he was okay in the Derby heats, but he'll improve a lot. He trialled good enough, and he'll be a lot sharper for the trial.
Talking about the New South Wales Derby, Rock and Roll Hammer 3rd behind Better Be the Best, and he is a horse with a lot of potential.
Yeah, really like this horse. He's good gated, and his run in the New South Wales Derby was fantastic, and same as him, that Derby could probably come up a bit early for us in the preparation. He'd only had, I think, 3 or 4 lifetime starts before the Derby heats, and so for him to come out and run second in the heat and third in the final, he's got a very bright future, and I'm sure he'll be hard to beat on Tuesday.
So 7 wonderful drives, Luke. Can you point the punters in the right direction?
I haven't had a close look at the fields yet, Mike, but I'd definitely be sticking with Rock and Roll Hammer.
Thanks very much for your time, Luke.
Thank you.